It is Tuesday, April 23rd of 2019, and this is a long-delayed Guy's Daily Drive. And a happy good afternoon to one and all. This is Guy's Daily Drive as I make my way through the wilds of Springfield, Virginia, and wonder what kind of driving stupidity will I run into today. You know, this is bowling night, as it is for most Tuesdays. As a matter of fact, the bowling alley that we've been going to is getting ready to close for renovations, which this is actually a good thing because now they had just, and you know, this is where I really have to question people's priorities in the business world when they're getting ready to make some changes in whatever kind of business it is that they do. So when I first started bowling, we had a pretty good sized group of people. It's come down some because people get assignments away and all the rest of that. But the bowling alley that we've been using this entire time was in really dreadful shape. I mean, just awful. The controls for the lane where you put people's names in or you know, if you have to reset the lane or anything like that, just didn't work that well. And God forbid you have to make a change to someone's score because, you know, it happens every once in a while, something gets screwed up. So they put in this new fancy schmancy computer-controlled system, and it is quite nice. They put up all new monitors so that you could see what the scores are. The controls are well laid out on the screen and in the little control pad that they have. But the rest of the building was crap. And this was a particularly harsh winter. So there was lots of water damage as, you know, the snow would ebb and flow and, you know, melt and refreeze and all the rest of that. And we would come in sometimes and the place would, you know, stink of like mildewed water. The lanes weren't always oiled. I mean, there was just like all kinds of little things about this bowling alley. And the only reason why we kept going to it was not so much that it was inexpensive, and it was because we had formed our own little league, but because we were able to form just kind of a fun league where it was myself and some of the people from work, and we would, there was no, you know, well, it's Team A versus Team B, and the winner going to get this cash prize, because, you know, so many of these bowling leagues, and, you know, I'm finding out, I've never been a joiner when it comes to bowling. I've always just kind of, hey, you know, let's go bowling, and you know, I'll throw some balls and pretty much suck at it, and then, which will remind me of why I don't bowl that often. But it's, you know, I mean, it's a fun little distraction. And the fact that they've got this semi-organized, and it's, you know, people from work, so I know everybody. It's very casual, very relaxed. Sometimes people can make it, sometimes they can't. And in some of these organized leagues, you have set teams, and if you can't show up for one reason or another, then you really kind of put your team on the spot. And, you know, you have to make sure or try to find a replacement for yourself for that day, or and there's also quite a large cash outlay, because the people who end up winning in whatever particular multi-team league that you happen to be in get the vast majority of the money that everyone has put in over the the course of however long this league runs. And who needs that? If that's what you want, then hooray, good for you. You can spend all this time and all this money, and only one team will end up with the cash, and everybody else doesn't get a whole lot of anything. So for me, it's more like, I want to bowl, and I want to do it with friends, and I just want to have fun. And why does it have to be so difficult? Why does it have to be so expensive? And the way we do it, it's not. It doesn't cost that much. It's like $3 a game, which is fine. And then we've got our side poker bet, which is $5 a game. And that's about as far as it goes. Some people do an additional bet for high game. I never do, because, as I have said, I suck. But that's as far as most of us really want to take it. We just want to go and we have fun. And for the people that drink beer, they have a beer or two. But it's just a chance to spend a little time with guys or girls. We have some of both, and just to relax a little bit. Well, with our regular bowling alley temporarily, hopefully, closing, we are scrambling to find a new place that we can bowl. But most of the ones that we have been checking out, and I won't say what the company's name is because it's a well-known company that has lots of lanes, but they are filled mostly with these organized leagues, which is understandable because that brings them a steady income. And the guys that just show up once a week, maybe, how many is going to be this week? Don't know. You can't count on that kind of income or that kind of that kind of group of people to show up week after week after week after week and contribute to your bottom line. I mean, at the end of the day, whether you like bowling or not, for these people, it's not a question of love of the sport. It's a question of, this is an ongoing business, and I have to make money, or I will be closing this business down, and then nobody can bowl. So I get it, but it's made it hard for guys like us who just want a little fun league and have a good time at it, and not be part of the whole super competitive kind of league that people are going to sit there and take so seriously, and if somebody has an off game, they're giving them a hard time. Maybe there'll be meetings behind their back saying, oh, should we get rid of this person and bring in somebody that's better, which would most likely happen to me if I joined any of these leagues. So we got a line on potentially one, and as the crow flies, it's closer than the one that I go to now, but the direction that you go in the direction that you go in to get to it at the time of day that we bowl is not advantageous, because any route that you have to take that goes away from the city is going to be filled with people trying to get home. Understandable. This is, it's them trying to get home, and I'm just trying to go bowling. What's more important? Anyway, so we've got, after tonight, we have 2 more weeks of bowling at the place that we've been going to, and hopefully we'll find another place because I really do enjoy it. Whoops. Oops, sorry about that. A little bit of stupidity with a truck parked on the side of the road for no particular reason. Yeah. So that's going to about do it, I think, for today. Pray for us and our bowling. If you'd like to get a hold of me, you can send me an email, guy@mymac.com. I'm on the Twitters, twitter.com/MacParrot or VertShark, which I have been neglecting, and I need to do better at that. Of course, I've been neglecting Guy's Daily Drive too. So you can also find some of the other things that I do. I have a few other podcasts. I have the MyMac.com podcast, and I do with Gazmaz. Sorry, I had to do some maneuvering there. As well as the Mac to the Future livecast that I do on Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time over there on the Books of Face in the Mac to the Future group or off my own page. If you'd like to help contribute to the things that I do, you can send me money to help by going to Patreon, patreon.com/MacParrot. Also on Ko-fi, ko-fi/MacParrot. Those are two great ways if you'd like to contribute. Let's see, what else? There's MacStock. MacStock 2019 is coming up, July 27th and the 28th. The current price, the early bird price, and it's going to go up soon, is $179. You can get another $10 off that by using the code MyMacGuy, all one word, MyMacGuy. That will get you an additional $10 off. And it's going to be, this is the 5th year that Mike Potter's been doing MacStock. And it's gotten better year after year. The theme for this year is Create. There's going to be like a little mini film festival. And lots of people talking about all the creative ways that they use their Mac. And the great thing about MacStock is how accessible it is. Everyone that is speaking, as soon as they're off the stage, go talk to them. Find out if there's something that they know that you'd like to know. So, check out MacStock. It's going to be in Woodstock, Illinois, just outside of Chicago, July 27th and 28th of this year. And that is going to do it for me. So thank you all so very much for downloading and listening, maybe watching Guy's Daily Drive. And I will catch you next time. Yeah.